Hey guys, it's Drax, here today with a live server update. Now a lot of this I have covered in the past couple of weeks on my test server update vids, so this one is going to be a quick overview of what we're getting on live, starting with the NSX Tengu. This shotgun SMG is perfect for dispensing enemies in close quarters, with a 4 pellet widespread when firing from the hip and a smart choke for when you are aiming down sights to narrow the pellet spread, giving it good accuracy at medium ranges as well. 10 new implants have been added. If you want to see them all in more detail, check out my recent vids from the test server. Highlighting 5 that I think stand out, Carapace and Infravision are 2 new exceptional implants like Minor Cloak and Counterintelligence, so will be fairly difficult to obtain unless you are lucky. Carapace will replace your shield bar with an additional health bar, giving you more survivability in most circumstances, especially with the use of medkits. You gain full health from revives and no shield loss from an EMP grenade. And Infravision gives you permanent infrared vision. This should give you quicker acquisition time of enemies at close range while losing your effectiveness at long range. It doesn't work in vehicles and max suits can equip it. Each class, excluding the max suit, also got its own specific implant, and to pick my favourite two here, the Combat Surgeon implant rewards a good combat medic by restoring nano regen device energy when you revive or kill. And Deep Operative, the Infiltrator's implant, gives you a better cloak, making you less visible to enemies even when standing or moving. At top tier, also giving you a radar scan when you get spotted. To look at one other new implant that is available to all classes, the Sensor Shield allows you to move undetected among recon devices, which ties into the changes to the Motion Spotters, recon devices, scout radars and proximity radars. Detection versus infantry is no longer contingent on player speed, and now detects infantry targets that are not crouching, standing or crouch walking. So the only way to sneak around as an infiltrator in future will be with the Sensor Shield implant equipped. Adjustments to the implant packs have been made, with the 2 default implants, Target Focus and Safeguard, being removed, alongside all tier 2 common implants. So now only tier 1s or exceptionals will drop in packs, and the drop rate for less common implants have been improved. The other implants added in short are the infamous Nightmare, giving any class an auto 2-second cloak for kills at close range. The Ocular Shield, reducing the effectiveness of tactical grenades used against you. Aerial Combatant, the Light Assault implant, which regens jump jet fuel when you kill an enemy. Nanomesh Specialist for the heavy, reducing downtime for depleted overshields. And Robotics Technician for the Engineer, increasing the armor of nearby deployables that you own. On to world updates, and the ground vehicle terminals now spawn all types of ground vehicles at every base. And all air vehicles also all spawn under one type of air terminal. These do tie into the new tech plant benefits though, which are required to spawn both main battle tanks and liberators now. Amp stations no longer increase heat efficiency, as the benefit has become the new Indar domination benefit instead of the reduced air vehicle costs. The Esamir benefit has also been changed, no longer reducing ground vehicle costs, instead connected bases you own now regenerate 10 infantry shield per second. These 2 continent changes are part of the Combined Arms initiative to balance vehicle gameplay. For the Amrish domination benefit, this no longer reduces infantry consumable costs, but now allows base generators to regen health. Amrish has also been refreshed with new environmental art, alongside a replacement of the Ikanan Biolab with a new facility. This is a completely different superstructure compared to the normal biolabs, which should host some great fights in the future. There have also been some slight changes to Zealous and Anafa to improve the amount of cover and the combat flow. The standard biodomes have been made opaque to improve performance, with new interior lighting on every continent except for Indar, which will get the same treatment in a later patch. There have also been some base changes to Amrish, with SNA being removed, whilst Ickenham Triage, Sungrey Westgate and Liftwarp Central gained various improvements. The Ascent now has refined Sundra deploy locations, with increased cover and flow over capture points, a removal of some of the jump pads, anti-infantry turrets on the tower, and 2 new paths that scale the mountain for attackers coming from Rockslide Outlook. Onto Hosden, and it has its new clear sky. Go check that out. In fact, why not stay there for a while? For construction, the Elysium spawn tube has been changed, with it allowing players who spawn inside to be surrounded by a one-way shield, which allows them to shoot out and exit from any direction. Damage to the shield also damages the spawn tube. Respawn time has gone from 3 to 20 seconds, and the health of the tube from 12,000 to 8,000. For vehicles, the Lightning, Vanguard and Prowler have had overall improvements to their traction on slopes, braking power, acceleration and turn rates. And finally, we have other infantry changes that include the Claymore's detonation angle, which has been changed from 90 to 135 degrees, the AV mana turret, which will now render more often at further ranges, and the EMP grenade that will now cost 50 instead of 75 nanites, although it no longer drains ability energy, no longer disables Sundra deploy shield, and no longer clears the HUD. There have also been a few other small changes and bug fixes in this update, so I will leave you the notes in the description. Hopefully this video has been helpful and informative. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.